The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by Thanyarat Krudtung. Chapter 1. Full of Mischief. Tom! No answer. Tom! Cried Aunt Polly again. No answer. I wonder where that boy gone. Tom! The old lady pulled her spectacles down on her nose and looked over them about the room. Then she put them up and looked out under them. She seldom or never looked through them for so small a thing as a boy. She seemed puzzled for a moment and said, "Well, if I catch you, I've—" She did not finish, for by this time she was bending down and pushing the sweeping brush under the bed. She disturbed nothing but the cat. Then she went to the open door and looked out in the garden. Tom was not in sight. "Tom!" she shouted. There was a slight noise behind her, and she turned just in time to see a small boy and prevent him from running away. "What have you been doing in that cupboard?" "Nothing." "Nothing? Look at your hands, and look at your mouth. What is the stuff?" "I don't know, Aunt." "Well, I know. It's jam. I've told you 40 times that if you touch that jam, I skin you. Hand me the stick." The boy was about to fall. "Hi, look behind you, Aunt." The old lady whined loud and snatched her skirt out of danger. The boy fled and disappeared over the high fence of the garden. His aunt stood surprised for a moment and then gave a gentle laugh. "Hang the boy! Can I ever learn anything? Hasn't he played that the trick before?" "He full of mischief, but he's my wounded sister boy, poor things, and I hate whipping him. Every time I hit him my old heart almost breaks, and every time I forgive him my conscience blames me. He will stay from school this afternoon, and I'll be obliged to punish him by making him work tomorrow. It's cruel to make him work on a Saturday, when all the boys are having a holiday, but he hates work more than anything else, and I must do my duty towards the child, or I spoil his characters." Tom did stay away from school, and he had a very good time. He returned just in time to help Jim, the small servant boy, to sew and split the next day's firewood before supper. Tom's younger brother, or rather stepbrother, Sidney, had already finished his part of the work, for he was a quiet boy and had no adventures, troublesome ways. While Tom was eating his supper and stirring sugar every time he had an opportunity, Aunt Polly was wondering whether Tom had disappointed her and had been to the river. She had sewed up his shirt at the neck in order to prevent him from taking it off and swimming. "Tom, it's not quite warm in school, isn't it? Didn't you want to go swimming?" "No, Auntie." "Well, not much. Come here. Show me your collar." Tom opened his coat. The next band of his shirt was scarcely so. "Well, you may go out and play. I was sure that you had stayed away from school and been swimming. I thought you sewed his collar with white thread," said Sidney. "Now it's black." "Why, I did sew it with white thread, Tom." But Tom did not wait for the rest. As he went out he said, "Sid, I've given you a breaching for that." "In a safe place, Tom." examined two needles which were stuck in his coat. One needle had white thread, while round it, and the other had black. She wouldn't have noticed it, but so sit, hang it. Sometimes she saw it with white, and sometimes she saw it with black. I can't remember which she used. I wish she stick to one color, but I've made it suffer for that. Within 2 minutes, he had forgotten all these troubles. A stranger was standing before him, a boy a little bigger than himself. A stranger of any age, male or female, was an object of curiosity in the poor little village of St. Petersburg. This boy was well dressed, too well dressed on a weekday. Tom stared scornfully at the stranger's fine clothes, which seemed to make his wound appear worn out. Neither boy spoke. Finally, Tom said, "I can't beat you. I'd like to see you try it." "Well, I can't do it." "No, you can't." "Yes, I can't." "No, you can't." "I can't." "You can't." "Can't." "Can't." And comfortable pause followed. Then Tom drew a line in the dust with his big toe and said, "You don't step over that. If you do, I'll beat you till you can't stand up." The new boy at once stepped over the line and said, "Now let me see you do it. You had better be careful." "Well, you said you do it. Why don't you do it?" "For 2 cents, I will do it." The new boy took 2 coins out of his pocket and held them out scornfully. Tom stuck them to the ground. In an instant both boys were lying in the dust, fighting like cats. For a few minutes they threw at each other's hair and coat, hit and scratched each other's nose, and covered themselves with dust and glory. At last, through the dust of battle, Tom appeared, sitting on the new boy and striking him with his fist. "Say that you've had enough," said Tom. The boy only struggled to free himself, said, "Enough." The hitting went on. Finally the stranger gave enough. Tom let him get up and said, "Now that will teach you." The new boy went off brushing the dust from his coat, occasionally looking back and entreating. "What he would you do, Tom, the next time he met him?" Tom replied with insult. As soon as Tom's back was returned, the new boy snatched up a stone, threw it, and hit Tom between the shoulders. Then he ran like a deer. Tom trailed the traitor home and thrust far out where he lived. He then held a position at the gate for some time, telling the enemy to come outside, but the enemy only made face at him through the window and lived fast. At last the enemy's mother appeared and called Tom a vicious, impolite child and ordered him to go away. Tom got home late that night, and when his aunt saw the state of his coach, she became more determined than ever to make him work hard during the holiday on Saturday.